What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the brand new 2023 Acura Integra. This one is an A-Spec tech with a manual transmission. MSRP is $38,000, and this one is finished off in platinum white pearl. Underneath the hood of the all-new Acura Integra, you're going to find a 1.5 liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged motor. It's either paired to a CVT or in this case a 6-speed manual transmission. This pumps out 200 horsepower with 192 pound-feet of torque and sends all the power to the front wheels through a limited slip front differential. Curb weight is around 3,100 pounds and it runs on a 12.4 gallon fuel tank, so you're looking at 26 miles per gallon in the city with 36 out on the highway. It can achieve 0 to 60 in about 7.7 seconds for the manual, quarter mile time at 15.7, and it'll top out at 135 miles an hour. Overall length is 185.8 inches with wheelbase at 107.7. Width is 72 and height is 55.5 inches, and then ground clearance is 5.1 inches. The Integra A-Spec also features ventilated front rotors measuring in at 12.3 inches, and then you get solid discs in back measuring in at 11.1 inches. And then now moving on to the exterior styling with the all-new Acura Integra. This is a really sharp design all around with a lot of really nice points. You can see these blacked out headlights featuring an LED daytime running light up on top, and then you can see all the LEDs down below for the headlight themselves. That points its way to a really cool design for this front grille. You can see all gloss black within the mesh as well as some parking sensors. Of course, your Acura badge right in the center. And I like how the upper portion of the bumper overhangs a little bit for an aggressive look. I especially love seeing Integra stamped into the bumper itself, gives it that old school design. The front bumper has a lot of really sharp lines, and you're going to see a functional air inlet on the farthest side of the bumper. You can see an LED fog light down below as well as more parking sensors, and then more gloss black trim for the lower grille. I really like the open mesh to allow cooling to the intercooler. It really comes together super nice. I think they've done a great job with this styling with this new Integra. You can see these sharp lines going from the hood all the way towards the windshield. And then as we make our way to the side profile, this gets a set of 18-inch wheels finished off in a gunmetal gray. They're a split 5-spoke. You can see a pretty sharp line wrapping around this wheel arch. You also get an A-Spec badge up on front and a pretty sharp line cutting through the side profile all the way towards those door handles. Down below, you can see more sharp lines in the lower portion of these doors to really add to the cool designs all around. We also get a set of body color mirror caps with an integrated turn signal, and you can see all black trim surrounding the windows. We get a sunroof up on top with a shark fin antenna, and then if we take a look at the overall side profile, this is a hatchback vehicle, so I really like the proportions overall. Has a pretty good low overhang in back just to give it a sporty appearance, and that front end comes together really well. You can see the rear fender arch has a pretty nice bulge to give it some width, and then you can see an integrated gloss black spoiler on the top of this trunk lid. You can see these LED taillights down below with a really cool design, nice and flush with the bodywork. I really like just how integrated they are. We get another Integra badge embedded into the plastic and a massive Acura logo right in the center, along with another A-Spec badge. You can see some really nice lines throughout the rear bumper, along with all of your parking sensors. And then we get a dual exhaust system with a massive gloss black diffuser with 2 sharp fins on the farthest sides. The rear end really comes together, and I like how modern and sporty it looks. And then now moving on to the key fob, you're going to see lock unlock as well as a trunk button, some aluminum trim as well as the Acura logo. Keeping the key fob in my pocket, all I have to do is grab the door handle. It'll automatically unlock, and we can check out this interior. So this spec is going to get the red leather and micro suede interior along with some silver and black accents all throughout it. If we take a look at the door panel now, you can see this black material up on top, a pretty cool aluminum colored release handle with memory seating. We get the Studio 3D audio system that sounds fantastic, and you can also see all of your window and mirror controls, lock and unlock in windows, and then a pretty good grab handle, all of that red leather material, and some padding for your armrest. We do get a little bit of storage space. A-Spec is written along the door sill in aluminum, and then we have the 12-way power adjusting driver's seat. You get a 4-way power adjusting passenger seat as well. Then you can see all the red leather material. It's a nice synthetic material, has a fantastic look, and then the micro suede looks super cool, contrasting with the black. You can see the back bolsters and a pretty good stitching design running all the way up to the headrest. really comes together super nicely. We also get a pretty aggressive 3-spoke steering wheel with silver trim, A-Spec, and red stitching. And then now inside the new Integra, keeping my foot on the clutch, we can go ahead and fire it up. Taking a look at the gauge cluster now, we have a full LCD display. You can see your speedometer on the right with some trip information, and then we have your tach on the left with audio information. We get the engine temperature as well as your fuel. Then you can configure it just a little bit using these buttons on the left. You can scroll up and down to change what you'd like to see. Pretty much all of your audio information will come up here as well. You can go back and get to your main screen. And then taking a look at the steering wheel, we get all of your cruise control settings on the right with your distance pacing as well as the steering intervention, then a few more volume controls on the left side. We get the stalk on the right for all the windshield wipers, and then headlights as well as turn signals to the left. There's this cruise control icon, one of the air vents, black trim around the dashboard, along with a heads-up display system. Then you can see throughout the dash we have more of the silver trim, and I love the mesh design you see for all the air vents. Has a pretty cool design how you just toggle this. And then moving to the infotainment screen, you can see your Sirius XM right now. You can easily configure everything. We have all sorts of different things that you can add for Bluetooth and things like that. We have the trip computer that will come up as well. We get a back button, and then of course volume and on off, track button as well, and then a few shortcuts. If I go ahead and go into reverse, you can see our backup camera popping up. You have quite a few different views to really customize what you'd like to see. You can tap a few more icons of all of your parking sensors. Tapping this, you can adjust the brightness as well, so it's a pretty good system. Then going back into neutral, underneath that you can see your hazard control, and then a little LCD screen for all of your climate controls. We do get heated front seats, dual zone temperature you can easily adjust and sync. Fan speed is right in the center with on off. Then you have your air conditioning, the heater as well as the defrost, and then all of your different zones. You just toggle this to go between everything, and we have your recirc. Down below that you're going to see some auxiliaries as well as a 12-volt wireless phone charging with storage, and then the 6-speed manual shifter. We get the shift pattern up on top, and then you can see all red stitching and silver trim. We also have your drive modes right here. You toggle this up and down. It'll go from comfort mode into normal as well as sport mode, and you even get a pretty cool depiction in the center screen with all the modes. Tapping the individual button, you're able to customize this. If I go in here, you can adjust the engine sound and steering, suspension as well with your start stop. And then down below that we have the physical button for start stop, electronic park and brake, and a brake hold. And then you get quite a lot of storage as well as 2 cup holders, and then more of the red leather material. You can see quite a lot of space in here as well. And then our glove box on the far right side, pretty normal amount of space. You also get a black vinyl material running across the dash. And then a look at the interior. This is pretty sporty. I really like the colors, the contrast, and it's a pretty cool layout for sure for a sporty economy car. Up on top, we have a black headliner with a sunroof. Then you can see a sunglass holder as well as your dome lights, and then the glass control. And then moving on to the rear seat space, if I grab the door handle and open it up, the door panel's finished off just like we saw up front with all the red material, and then in back you get the solid red leather material all throughout it. This can seat 3 people. You can grab the center one as well. You get 2 cup holders along with an armrest, and then you do get 2 USB ports right in the center. You can also grab these handles, pull the seat forward, and they're gonna fold pretty flat to really maximize the cargo space. So then now hopping into the backseat of the Integra. So I'm 5'11", sitting back here with the driver's seat set at my height. And honestly, I have pretty good knee room and leg room. Headroom, I just have maybe like 1 inch, so not too bad. Good armrest as well. And I like these little windows. They just give you a little bit more open feeling with a lot of the glass. You have dome lights up on top as well as grab handles. So for being kind of that low slung coupe appearance 4-door sedan, it's actually pretty roomy for an adult. Definitely a pretty practical car. And then moving to the cargo area, underneath the Acura logo, there's 2 buttons, a lock one along with a popper button. Doing that, we can manually lift this up. This is actually a hatchback sedan, so you have quite a lot of storage space in here. Huge area for all sorts of different items. You get a cargo net on the left side, a massive sub over on this right side. You even get a privacy cover up on top of the liftgate. And from back here, if you grab those handles and push these seats forward, you can see how nice and flat they're gonna lay versus when they're up. So you really do have so much cargo space in the back of the Integra. And then from here, you have 2 different grab handles you can use, and we can close it up. Alright guys, so we are setting off in the new Acura Integra. So getting my bearings with it right now, as far as normal things like visibility, you have a really good windshield, really good visibility, you know, over your left and right shoulders. You really don't have many blind spots. It's a pretty easy car to just be in and see around. The manual transmission is pretty nice. It's definitely not like a full-on performance car. You can tell it's kind of more of a normal economy car with a little extra luxury touch. You know, the shifter, it's not crazy notchy, however, it's really easy to find your gear and just kind of play with the car. The clutch pedal, it has decent feedback. There's enough weight to it. I think this would be a really good first manual car. If you've never driven one before, this would be a really easy car just to learn how to drive manual and kind of get your bearings with something a little bit more fun than a typical sedan. Now, as far as acceleration goes, the CVT automatic can do it in about 7 seconds for 0 to 60. This is about 7.7. So let's do a run. And 60. So it's definitely not crazy fast of a car with, you know, 200 horsepower. It's not trying to be a super performance focused car. Obviously the Civic Type R and the future, I believe, Type S Integra, that's gonna be the 300 something horsepower performance focused version. So this is comparable with the Civic Si, just a good all around sporty economy car. And being the Acura Integra version of the Si, you know, we have a pretty premium interior to where it feels really nice. It's pretty comfortable. If I tone the car down into comfort mode, play with cruise control, it's honestly just a really nice and normal car to pilot. You do hear just a little bit of wind noise in it, but it's not too bad. These seats themselves, they're decently comfortable. I could say there could be a little bit more padding on them. They're a little on the stiff side, but it's just a familiar, normal car to drive. So I like that aspect, how Acura has given you something just easy to use. The tech is super simple, and it's just a nice place to be on a pretty decent budget. As far as the fun factor goes, if we take cruise control back off and go into the sport mode, the sport mode kind of adds that little extra touch to the car. It's a little bit more pinpointy with the steering being a little stiffer. Throttle response is a little bit better. And overall, it's a car you can play with. You can kind of throw it around turns and actually use it as a fun, sporty car. So we'll get back up to some speed again. Not a bad car just to kind of cruise around in, and I've been getting over 30 miles per gallon, even having some fun with it. But yeah, easy manual to learn on. The acceleration doesn't throw you back in your seat or anything like that, but it's peppy enough. Even though, you know, some other cars are definitely gonna be a little bit quicker than this, it gets up to speed good enough to where it can still be just fun around town. Easy to rev match a downshift. This would just be a really good first car if you're looking for a semi-luxury focused sedan that has that fun factor. As we take a few sharper turns, the car feels pretty confident. You know, the brakes actually do a really good job. Wow, that's actually impressive. The brakes do a great job. And you can have a fun just kind of ripping around. You know, handling's pretty good, steering is nice and direct. There's actually like no body roll. That is impressive. The handling is pretty pinpointy, and with that limited slip differential up front, you can actually power out a turn and know you're not just gonna do a one-wheel burnout. So I think overall it's a pretty fun to drive car. It looks great inside and out. Really can't complain. All right, so turning around to my perspective, my honest thoughts of this car. So full throttle. Yeah, I believe 7.7 seconds. It doesn't throw you back in your seat. It's not really designed to be like a crazy performance car. Now, at the exact same price, you can get the Subaru WRX Limited, a Golf GTI SE, as well as the Toyota GR Corolla, which have 50 to 100 more horsepower than this, 0 to 60 times, 2.5 seconds quicker. Those are obviously same price, so anybody who can buy this can buy those as well. Those are much more performance-focused cars. This, I think the target competitor would be the Lexus IS, as well as an Audi A3. which both of those cars equally equipped to this one are a little over $40,000. So this is a little bit cheaper than those options, and I think that's where this car is targeting. If you get this in the automatic, it's going to do the same 0 to 60 time as an A3 or the basic IS. So that's the competitor. It's basically your entry-level economy car with that luxury vibe to it. You know, obviously this isn't a crazy expensive car or anything like that, so it's not going to be ultra luxurious, but it's got that little extra touch, of course, over the Civic Si, which is about $8,000 less than this. So I feel like if you're in the market for the IS or the A3, but you want something a little bit more fun to drive, and actually a little bit cheaper too with all these same options, the Integra is kind of that sweet spot. It also gives you more of a hatchback design. It looks like a sedan, but you have the hatchback and practicality like a Volkswagen Golf. So I think this car is kind of an extra segment you wouldn't normally think. Of course, if you want extra performance, there's other cars to pick up. Of course, the Civic Type R, the bigger boy of this once that comes out. But this is like, if you just want a fun, normal sedan with a manual, the new Integra gives you that. And while it's not the fastest thing, it's actually been fun to just cruise around. The manual is easy, really forgiving, and the handling I'm really impressed with. I'm going to be taking this to the mountains to really ring it out, but it seems to be an impressive little car. So there's a lot of good things with this new Acura Integra. I think if you've looked at all the competitors, the one I've just mentioned, and nothing quite fits what you're looking for, this is something to consider. You have basically the same performance as the normal IS as well as the A3, but you get a lot of the fun factor in those more performance-focused cars, but you still get just a nice, normal, economical car at the end of the day. And you don't feel like it's ever too intimidating, too big, too small. You know, it's just kind of a good, well-rounded, fun entry-level sporty sedan. So that is then it for the all-new 2023 Acura Integra. What do you guys think about this car? Do you think the pricing is right? I was a little skeptical at first, looking at the other cars with a lot more power, but when you then look at other cars like the A3 and the IS, this is kind of right in the middle of all those cars in terms of performance and price, and it gives you something a little bit different than the competition. So it's a pretty cool sector that this car offers, and I think there's definitely a lot of people where this car is going to fit their needs. So comment below, what do you guys think of this car? If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for plenty more content to come, and I'll see you all in the next video.